Okay, so let's continue with the second example under our second method, mesh analysis. So this is the second example. This example here. This example here. So I'll go to the board. I'll come here and let's do it together. So I'll use black. So I have 5 ohms, 10 ohms, 15 volts. So at least it has to be nice, right? So let me start again. Positive terminal, negative terminal. Then I have my first resistor here. Here's my second resistor. Then let's see 6 ohms, 4 ohms. There's 10 volts here. So 6 ohms, 4 ohms. Then there's a voltage source here. So let me see whether it's positive. So that one too is positive, negative. Alright, so here is 4 ohms. Here is 6 ohms. Here is 5 ohms. Here is 10 watts. 10 volts. Okay, 10 volts, 15 volts. Then 15 volts, like that. So everything is done, right? So let me quickly assign the convention. So clockwise, here too is clockwise. So with this, let me call the current in this whole loop, or let me call this loop. Let me call this loop A, B, C, D. Then here will be E, F. So when I come to the first loop, A, B, C, D, A, which is the first loop here, right? Let me call the current in the first loop I1 and current here I2. As simple as that. So with the first loop, I'll write KVL for it. KVL. So KVL means summation of the voltage drop should equal to the sum of EMF. So the sum of EMF, the convention shows that it will be leaving out the positive terminal of the voltage source. So it will be 15 volts. Is equals to the voltage drop across this 5 ohms. That would be 5 times I1 plus the voltage drop across this 10 ohms, right? So across this 10 ohms, That would be plus 10 times I1 minus what? I2. But you see that the sum of EMF is not done. I will also leave here through this negative 10. So I'll come and put it here. So minus 10, because this is representing the sum of EMFs. So negative 10 plus 15 is what? 5. I'll get 5I1 plus 10I1 minus 10I2. So at the end of the day, I'll get 15I1 minus 10I2 is equals to what? 5. Equation 1. Then I'll come to the second loop. Blue. So in loop, that's BEFCB. BEFCB on the line. KVL. So that one too, the EMF. The EMF will be the only 10 volts because there is no other EMF again. So that will be 10 volts is equals to the sum of the voltage drop across the 6 ohms, 4 ohms, and 10 ohms here. So let me do with the 6 ohms. So that will be 6 I2 plus the voltage drop across this 4 ohms. That will be plus 4 I2 plus the voltage drop across this 10 ohms. That will be 10 times I2 minus the other loop's current, which is I1. So I get 10 volts is equals to 10 I2, because 6 plus 4 will be 10, plus 10 I2 again minus 10 I1. So at the end of the day, I'll get 20 I2 minus 10 I1 equals what? 10. This is equation 2. Equation 2. So if you want to find this, you can multiply this with negative 2. You get negative 30 I1 plus 20 I2 is equals to minus 10. We call it equation 3. Then you add equation 2 and what? 3. So if you do that, so on the normal note, from equation 1 and 2, you should be able to continue from there because the rest is mathematics. So if you add 2 to 3, then you'll be getting minus 40 I1 equals this plus this, right? So 2 and 3. So let me see whether I missed something out. So 15 minus 10 is 5. 5 I1 plus 10 I1 minus I2. 15 I1 minus 10 I2 is equals to 5. Then let me check the equation 2. Positive 10 equals 10 I2 minus I1 plus 6 I2. So here is 20 I2 minus 10 I1 equals what? Equals 10. So with this, when we do that, we get this plus this, we cancel this and that. This and this, equation 2 and 3. So minus 10 plus 20 I2. So that will not cancel it. That will not cancel it. So what I will do is, if you want to remove one of the variables, let me clean this. So if you want to remove one of the variables, you check negative 10i2. Here is positive 20i2. So you can multiply with positive 2 instead, plus 2 instead. So you get 30i1 minus 20i2 equals 10. Then you call this equation 3. So instead of minus 2 multiplying through equation 1 with minus 2, you multiply equation 1 with positive 2. Then you add equation 3 to your 2. This is your 2. So you add it. So 20i2 will cancel minus 20i2. So you get negative 10i1 plus 30i1, which will be 20i1 equals what? 20. And I1 will be 1 amperes. So that is the current in the first loop. I1, which is 1 amperes. That's 1 amperes. And if you are able to find I1, you should be able to find I2. So from equation 2, you will see that 20I2 is equals to 10 plus 10I1. So I2 will be equals to 10 plus 10 times the I1 we get here. Then I2 you divide through 20. So I'll get 20 on 20, which is 1 ampere. So the current in this loop 2 is 1 ampere. 1 ampere. So that is the solution for that problem. So you can see that we had it 1 ampere, 1 ampere. You are done. You got your 90. Are you okay? So I'll come away with the next method, which is the nodal analysis. Nodal analysis. So till then, stay safe.